Hi, my name is Daisy and I'm 11 years old and I'm really concerned about saving the environment.
Hi, I'm Josh, I'm 8 years old and I really like endangered animals. My favourites are baby chimps and vaquitas.
Hi, I'm Avani, I'm 11 years old and I want to be a vet when I grow up because I love animals.
As you might have already guessed, these three are experts when it comes to nature and animals. And so we thought they would be perfect to help me ask Sir David Attenborough all about his new film, which, by the way, is essential viewing. Here's a little sneak peek.
Our planet is headed for disaster. We need to learn how to work with nature rather than against it. And I'm going to tell you how.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sir David. How are you?
We're getting the once-in-a-lifetime chance to put our questions to Sir David and the film's producer, Colin.
What is your favourite endangered animal?
Well, there are so many animals that are endangered now, it's very difficult to pick. But a long time ago, I was with mountain gorilla, which lives high up in the mountains in Africa, and that was reduced to a few hundred animals left. And we were able to film them, and as a result of that, a lot of things were then done to try and help them. And today, there are twice as many mountain gorillas as there were when I filmed 50 years ago. So that's a story of hope.
It seems like one of your most personal films. Can you tell us about it?
Well, it's about the problems that are facing the Earth, what they are, why they exist, and what we ought to do to try and solve them. Those are serious questions which we all have to answer, whether you're your age or my age.
What moment did you realise that climate change and deforestation was a serious problem?
I suppose the first time I really realised how bad climate change was when I saw some satellite images of the Arctic. I hadn't realised just how fast and how much it was changing.
What can children do to rewild the world?
You can actually bring back into your own gardens bits of the wild. One of the loveliest things to do is to get a pond if you possibly can. There are all kinds of things that you find in a pond. And one of the loveliest things, I don't know whether you like dragonflies, I absolutely love dragonflies. They were the first animals ever to fly. Long before birds, there were dragonflies.
Do you think any animals would be endangered if it wasn't for people?
Some would be, because animals have always, over time, some animals have survived and some animals have gone extinct. You can find fossils and things and see animals that are no longer with us, but a lot more animals have become endangered because of there's so many people and the way we're not looking after the earth as much as we should. So we're definitely making more of them, much more of them endangered, and so it's our job really to try and sort that out.
What has been your most exhilarating and memorable trip since you started exploring?
Trying to get to see the dragons of Komodo, which is way on the other side of the globe in a country called Indonesia. And at that time they weren't quite as famous as they are now. And so nobody really knew where they were. And it took us many weeks to get there, and sailing in boats, and we got wrecked on a coral reef and one thing and another. But in the end, we did get them and we did film them and they appeared on television.
Were you ever frightened or nervous of being surrounded by all sorts of wildlife?
Well, I frighten very easily. By and large, the thing about animals is they don't really want to attack you because that's a risky business, unless they're man-eating tigers. Man-eating tigers are a different thing altogether.
Can I ask you guys a question? What did you think of the film?
It was kind of sad at first, like what have human beings have done to the planet, but then at the end it was like, it's hopeful because we know that we can fix it.
Gentlemen, what do you hope that this film achieves?
That people understand that human beings have damaged the planet and that they will stop doing so, and how they can do so.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time, really appreciate it. So David, you've already got your gold badge and the green badge, so I haven't...
I keep these?
Well, yes, of course.
No, he said that.
I heard him.
You heard him.
There was
say
a camera
that?
and everything.
You heard him
Yes.
say that? There you are.
Gentlemen, thank you. And the film is amazing.
Oh,
very
pleasure.
much.
Thank you guys. Amazing questions.
Thank you.
Hello, Richie here. Subscribe to the Blue Peter YouTube channel right now. Check out our playlists, like this video, and if you want to watch brand new Blue Peter, head to the BBC iPlayer.